Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning La La Land. Why blend in when you can stand out? The co-founders of the Rezzap are here today. Congratulations on the launch of this incredible platform, an all-in-one dashboard for college students.
Yes.
Right. Tell us a little bit about the platform itself.
So essentially what it is what we like to call a socially conscious social media platform, primarily for students in college prep, but for everyone really. And it gives you an opportunity to really collect your achievements, your activities in a timeline that makes it very easy to talk about the full student these days.
So you're going to actually hashtag humble brag.
Yes.
Where it gives you purpose. That because
Absolutely.
a lot of times people are afraid to put their achievements on Facebook or on Instagram because they don't want to come off conceited. But really, that's what makes them stand out, so they could get into the school they actually want.
And we wanted to, we had 2 teenage daughters, okay, and so when social media hit, it was a little bit daunting for us to see the way it was driving people and the way they focus, especially girls. Right. Suddenly the selfie and the look at me meant, and we were kind of like, no, thank you. Yeah. And we wanted to drive more about what you can do socially, like the community service you're doing, the achievements you're making that are positive. And it's not about, we really didn't want it to be a brag book, but we want it to be, you know, what am I doing to change the world around me, and less about just being the cutest, you know, kid in town, so to speak. Right. And not saying that's not an awesome, amazing piece of it, but
the world needs a platform to really celebrate those achievements and those contributions.
Right. Yeah. And when you prep for college today, not only are they looking for your academic achievements, your GPA and your SAT and ACT scores, but now they want to know the full student, right? And one of my jokes I tell with Jill is they want to know the tightroping and the biology student, right? And so you want to make sure that you can showcase that in a way that shows there's more to you, especially if you are an introvert or someone that's shy or who's not going to always shout it out, or I always say the one that's raising their hand the highest in class. So we wanted to give a platform that allows everyone to level the playing field. Again, one of the things Jill and I are very conscious of, I have a senior, is college counselors and awesome, amazing opportunities to help students, but not everyone, you know, in LA, let alone in Orange County, can afford to go out and get those support. And so we want to have those students that are ambitious on their own have a platform.
This is so important. You know, when you get verified on social media, they basically want a bunch of links of the media that you've been. And you can buy media, you know what I mean? So I would love to see something like this more on what it means to be somebody that is, you know, has a blue check mark. You know, like what are you actually doing in the world? And what do you actually, our value system definitely needs to shift for sure. So what is the platform? Where is it? How do people get to it? Like what is it exactly?
It's a website. Go ahead, Jill, you want to talk a little bit about where it is?
Yeah, sure. It's a website, and it's www.rezzap.com, and it's a website you can go on, you create your log on, and then you start creating a wheel. So it's basically, and it was interesting doing I have 2 daughters, doing their wheels, I could really see their personalities pop, because you go in and you create these activities within categories, and it starts painting a picture of who they are in a really positive light. And so, you know, to what Lisa was talking about, it's about that peer-to-peer positivity, right? Let's be supportive versus, you know, and she teases me all the time, I have the selfie down, but I really, truly,
She's
you know,
my 13-year-old and
it's scary when you have kids, you know, that they're consumed with it. My young or older daughter, she got off Instagram for a year because there was so much pressure she felt. So I was proud of her for doing that. So
I think it's really interesting, too, point you brought up, that you created these wheels for your daughters. So is this something primarily that parents are doing, or a way that you can work
both?
together?
We'd like them both to do it, because we were in there trying to see all the different pieces. We kind of were looking at what's the easiest way, and what we're finding is it helps them organize, it's easy to use, it's intuitive, and as you build this category, so we just had some social media, you know, like a Cassie Randolph and some of the people we told you about that are excited for us to be here. And I said, well, put some things about your speech pathology degree, and put things about the community service you're doing and the foundations you work with. And that tells people a little bit more about you. So with our students, let's say they have academics they're achieving. Katie, my senior, she's probably going to say, don't put my name, does a lot of community service. And I said, you should put that on there, you know, start categorizing. And then you see the wheel kind of show you a percentage of what you're spending your time on.
Oh, I love it. It's almost like a visual LinkedIn.
It's a very visual.
Yes.
You said it for me.
Very well said.
I didn't give her that tip.
I think lots of people have ideas for platforms, okay, and they want to create something incredible. But you guys actually took this dream you had and made it a reality. What do you think that you did right along the way to make it successful in the way that it is now?
Oh gosh, I think we always kind of knew, our team, that we wanted to do something big. But for me, my inspiration, unfortunately, a friend of mine lost his son very early. And at his funeral, hearing them talk, thousands of kids are talking about this kid and the amazing things that he did, and he never gives up. And for me, that just clicked. And I just thought, you know what? If he can do it, and he's inspired me, we've got to do this. And we connected, and I said, we've got to do this. And it's been a long, process.
Yeah.
There's late nights, and the last guest was talking about, no funding, just day after day, just working together and working through testing groups, and here we are today.
Yeah. I think we really I think when social media hit and we wanted to combine it, we started realizing that we wanted a platform, and we wanted I'm always talking to what you were talking about, your inner circle earlier. Yeah. I've always said to the girls and the kids around me, you are the company you keep. And so I think it's important that they kind of start driving that message now more than ever in the lay of the land right now. I have a 14-year-old and a 17-year-old, and I am very conscientious of being a socially conscious social media user. And in a lovely way, let's present them for colleges.
Yes, absolutely. The best possible light.
Yeah.
Well, please tell everyone where they can find, follow, and create their own.
So www.rezzap, which is REZZAP.com, and then at official Rezzap. Please follow us there on Instagram. We're going to be highlighting a lot of key things that we're doing, from college scholarships to anything that's kind of pertained to there. So we appreciate the time today, guys.
Oh, absolutely. We are Good Morning La La Land, America's first live streaming daily talk show, coming to you live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. All of today's interviews are available as a podcast on iTunes, and the whole show is streaming on EverTalk TV, on Apple TV, and Roku.
That's right. We're waking up the world together, guys. It's Thought Thursday. Make sure you choose your inner circle consciously. Have a great day.
It's going to be a good morning, La La Land.